Welcome, my friends, my family. Some more Planescape Torment. It's tormenting me trying to get out of this fucking place. Let us continue. Yellow Fingers. It's a yellow anus also. This weaselly looking fellow is skulking about in garbage, like a tattered shadow. Seeing you and Morday, he beckons to you.
You stiff skull. Where ye get this scully? Me skull it is. Give it back to me.
Morday turns to the hiver. Bike off! You're not getting this skull.
Thief, you vulture scabby gull, stealing, picking at other things, taking thems. Give me the skull, it's mine.
What proof do you have that this is your skull? He stares at you for a moment.
Spiking mind, talking proof, don't know nothing. Give me the skull back now.
I'll buy the skull from you, fair.
You can pay me, means a lot to me, that skull.
Morte spins. Chief, you don't give this trash anything. The man hisses angrily at Morte.
Is that any way to talk to me, your owner?
Morte turns on the man. I wasn't talking to you, you arse for brains. When I talk to you, you'll know. Because I'd be grunting and snorting so you can understand what I'm saying. The man turns to you.
Oh, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you to settle this matter.
I'll give you 50 coppers.
Aye, that'll settle it between us.
He sneers horribly.
Steal from me again, though.
I'm floating with the biggest idiot in the multiverse. Now that that's out of the way, Yellow Fingers, I've had some questions.
Chance not cheap.
He rubs two yellow fingers together. Forget it, I asked. You suddenly notice that Yellow Fingers is standing too close to you, and his hand darts out as if trying to pluck your purse. You watch closely as Yellow Fingers' death fingers slide into your coin purse and out again, probably with several coins in their grasp. Despite the quickness of it all, there's a certain familiarity to it. You're certain you can do the same with a bit of practice. We're going to ignore him and leave because he actually can teach you to be a thief, and I don't want to close that option. Actually, no, wait. Ratbone's the one that makes you the thief.
Me name's Ratbone Cutter. I'm a thief and for hire, an employee of Shelgrave, the parcel collectors you seen around this square. He pays me mostly to learn lads and be real quiet, huh? At a fight if he there runs in the spot of trouble.
Thief for hire, could you train me? Yes, he can train you, but you don't want to train there quite yet. You want to get your dexterity up and come back and train later. Yellow Fingers, on the other hand,
why are your fingers yellow? Come again?
Your fingers, they're yellow. Why?
Little something I picked up from a corpse, a little corpse rot to heal tells.
Don't mind it.
Chink for chant, remember? Chink, chink.
He holds out his palms, trusting them towards you. Fucking killing this asshole. Tired of these thieves. Tired of these thieves. Now give me my fucking coppers back. Oh, bitch didn't even have my 50 coppers, you fucking son of a bitch. I got fucking robbed by a dickhole. Shouldn't have paid that asshole shit. Oh well. Thanks for the experience and the pickpocket points, you prick. Old Mabeth. Let's talk to this old crone. This old squat woman looks like she's had all the color bled out of her. Everything from her hair to her shawl to her robe, all shades of gray. The only splotches of color on her come from the several strange herbs which are tied to her belt. That's weed. The herbs make strange swish as she moves like a broom. James. The elderly woman turns and stares at you, and you notice the gray shades blanketing her body extend her features. Her hair is wispy gray, and her eyes are like chips of granite. She frowns when she sees you. Who might you be? I don't know who I really am.
So you're not yourself, child? She squints and points at your chest. Hard to piece together the man beneath all the tracery and scrawling scars, is it?
Maybe. Who are you?
The sly cackle, she wags her eyebrows. Have you not heard of old Mabethan, midwife of the square? Have you not now?
She narrows her eyes and her voice drops.
Well, now you have, for I be Mabeth.
You're a midwife. What do you do?
I said bones right. Drive the cough out of the sick. Yank out squealing stubborn babes. Mend cloaks or a rag or two. Make kills and herbs and other such.
She squints at you, studying your scars.
Be you needing a cure or two, or three then. Aye, you be needing some cures to look at you. Do what you buy some too.
She glances at the scars covering your body again and shrugs.
Too late to be asking for them, I think.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and speak to Nod here, who is one of the collectors. Why are you looking for corpses? He starts nodding without really looking at you.
Haul him to the back place of the mortuary.
He tilts his head back and forth and nods again.
There the Dusties haggles and gives jink. They takes the data and they do, aye, Nod don't talks to 'em till they got the next body.
He sniffs, wiping at his nose with the back of his hand. Why do they pay for corpses?
He shrugs. No matter, no matter.
He smiles and nods sagely.
Jink for me, jink, jink, ba-dink, jink, ba-da-boo-da-da-da.
He frowns and licks his lips.
Rag pick a square, the square, trash everywhere, everywhere.
What are you doing?
Nothing except looking for the datas, nothing else.
He mumbles for a moment and then speaks again.
Nothing else, just need the jink.
I have some questions, you weird fuck.
Ah, then you need to pay with the jink. The jink.
Never mind, farewell. Debtors, why pay for the corpse? What is this place? What are you doing? Questions. Tell me about Macbeth.
Midwife, curse and charm, she helps with the wee ones.
He shakes his head, coughs, then resumes nodding.
Ye ask not ask ye question.
Go ahead, ask your question.
Not his sister, Amaresi, live in the hive away from here, away from the square, so long ago. Nod was separated from his sister, taken away.
You want me to find her?
You don't know her?
He shakes his head sadly for a moment, chewing his lower lip.
If you sees her, tell her Nod, her brother worries about her. Aye, he does worry.
All right, I'll do that for you. Nod thanks you.
He does. He thanks you. Amaresi is pretty, so pretty, lives in the hive now. Fair skin she was, hair like jet, and always in blue. She's always in blue.
Farewell, Nod, you weird fuck. Now, before we go anywhere else, we're gonna continue searching this area. Some of these buildings won't show up on your mini-map, so you gotta make sure you search them. Oh shit, some cranium rats.
Oh, they're thinking. They're thinking together. Nah.
They're gonna die together too. Make sure you pick up all the cranium rat tails. You turn them in for a whopping copper apiece, but it actually leads to another quest, so make sure you get them all. Alt key. I haven't patched this game at all, so it doesn't show anything. You have to kind of search for yourself. This place ain't got dingle shit. Very tricky. Very tricky on the doors here. J-room. Greetings. I really don't have time to talk with you. You see, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to complete my spell without the key component. Maybe I can help. He pauses for a second. I guess, good in heart, I'm in need of a ruby to complete my spell. Must be of exceptional quality, not like the shit they sell at the marketplace. You should find one, bring it to me. Well, of course, we have the ruby from the box that we bought back, so give it to this guy. Is this what you're looking for? It's perfect. Where did you... Never mind here. Jerome takes the gem from you, handing you a good sum of coins, which happens to be the same amount we spent on it. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to work my spell. And we get a free 500 XP out of it. So, yes, buy the gem back from Dingle Doof. Alright, so let's go find this guy's sister. Amarisi. She should be by the Smoldering Corpse Bar, Tavern Inn, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Come chat with a hooker.
Dabu! Reminds me of the orcs from Warcraft. Dabu! Zog Zog! So the first third of this game takes place pretty much in the city of Sigil. We're actually about a third of the way through almost, by my calculations. And we will be going to some new areas here shortly. I'm about fucking tired of seeing this city, to be honest. I'm ready for some crypts and catacombs and some battles. Crying out loud. Let's see if we can find this sister. Come on, you peckerheads. Don't make me walk around all fucking day looking for this lady. I'm pretty sure I didn't kill her. Where are you, you skank? I don't really need to talk to Mourns for trees until we get another party member that will mourn his tree for him. Gotta get at least 3 other party members to say it. don't know where this crazy bitch is. I'll be back when I find her. Shit. Oh wait, that's her. She looks like a hooker. Are you by any chance, Americi? She stares at you silently for a time, then speaks.
I was called that once long ago. Who the fuck are you?
I was sent to find you by Nod, your brother. He's worried about you, and I hoped you could tell him how you were.
Nod, he's alive. Where? Why didn't he come seek me?
I think he's ashamed. He's a collector now, living in poverty in Ragpicker Square. He doesn't seem quite right in the head, I mean.
He was a bit touched even as a child. But his name was Tortus. I missed him so. Shame though. Ha, me own work's no more proud. Oh, well, at least I'm doing well for myself. For a hiver at any rate there. Let's visit him soon.
Looks at you closely. The first time since you've spoken.
Are you a friend of Nod's?
Sort of. Why?
Could ye?
As if considering something,
Could you give this to him?
she steps close to you and offers you a pouch what looks like to be 100 commons. Yes, I swear, I'll get it to him. Sure, why not? She hands you the pouch. Alright. So we'll return the pouch to Nod. And I'll see you back at Nod. So you don't have to watch me travel up and down, all around, east and west. Here we are back at Nod.
Someone comes to speak to Nod. Speak to Nod, eh?
Spoke to your sister, Americi.
You did? Not so happy he is. How not, sister? Tell him of Americi. Tell Nod, please.
With excitement, he sets off a long series of hacking coughs. When he finally can speak again,
Is not sister still pretty?
yes, she is a prostitute now in the hive. She's doing well. I was worried for you.
Not so pleased to know that our sister's all right.
He looks as if he's going to cry for a moment and swallows hard.
Anything more, she said, for Nod's to ears.
Yes, she wanted you to have these copper commons. She will also visit you soon. Nod's head stops nodding abruptly and his jaw drops as you hand him the 100 coins. Beneath the dirt brown hood, his eyes gleam with joy.
Such wonderful news. It is good, wonderful news. Nod thanks ye, and thanks ye again, and thanks ye 1,000 times more.
Good. Glad I could help. Now give me my 750 experience, dickweed. Alright. Unfortunately, I forgot to do a separate quest for Mabeth when I was over there. So head back down to where the smoldering corpse bar is, and we actually do need to talk to Mourns for Trees. I'm gonna make you suffer and watch with me this time. Just kidding. So here we are at Mourns for Trees. We'll have Dakon offer some help here. One finds the requests most intriguing. Trees in the hive, like cities in limbo. They would stand a testament to the will of the people not to bow, to which is those that surround and devour them. To take what I thrust upon thee, or them left behind and make good of it. I, too, will care for trees. Any change in the trees?
Yes, friend, there has been. It's so slight. You can barely see it. Fresh sap from the chunk, and a handful of new buds. It's only a matter of time now.
Right. Maybe we have to look at the black barb. Tiny black barb seeds. Who the fuck knows about seeds? Ah, yes. Wrong place. We need to go to the merchant first. Getting ahead of myself. Holy moly. Got a whole lot of shit. Beth said she would teach me the way of the art. Hive Market, okay. Right, to the Hive Market firsties.
Yum yum!
The finest steel of all sigil. Which one of these? There we go, this guy. About the midwife of the square needs some herbs sprung from this seed. Can you help me? The man takes the seed, looks at it critically. As he presses it between his thumb and forefinger, he winces, and a small drop of blood appears on his thumb. Aye! The seed's got a bite on it. I noticed that. Do you have the herb she's talking about? He can't seem to take his eye off the seed. Lad, I don't know if there's anyone of what the friend you seek. To be square, I've never seen such a seed before. You need someone who cultivates seeds such as this. Very well then. Where would I find such a person? Don't know the dark of that, friend. He hands the seed back to you. You'd be hard-pressed to find a gardener in the hive. Maybe Morns for Tree could help. And, of course, that's your hint to run back to Morns for Trees. Which we shall do now. Running back and forth, yes. Dakon in the lead as usual. He's like a Kenyan. Full of power thirst. I have some questions, Morn for Trees. I need some herbs sprung from this seed. Can you help me? Morn for Trees takes the seed from you and holds it up to his eye. What an odd seed. There's teeth along the edge. Bobs, perhaps. Where did you come by, my friend? Old Mabet, the midwife of the square, needs some herbs sprung from the seed. You know I can get some. No. Morn for Trees continues to stare at the seed in his hand. This is the only seed of its kind I've ever seen. He winces, and a spot of blood glistens on his thumb. The barbs on it are sharp indeed. Perhaps you should hold it. So you can't help me either. Unless you make that one grow, I cannot. If we wanted it to grow enough, is it possible to make it grow? Focus on the seed. And will it to grow, yes! To your surprise, there's a crack and the seed splits, twigs splitting from its surface like fingers. Instinctively, you drop the seed, but the talon-like twigs wrap around your wrist and will not let go. What the fuck?! Morns for Trees stares at the barbed branches wrapped around your wrist, stunned. I think the barbs or those new branches would be more than enough for what your friend needs. I hope she can get this damn thing off me. Look, before I go... fuck it. Alright, and again, return to Ragpicker Square. We will talk to Mrs. Mabeth again. Now, just so you know, if I haven't reiterated it enough, If you don't have a high enough intelligence or wisdom, most of the shit that I'm doing, you won't be able to do. If you build a big dumb brute fighter, you have no fucking chance in hell having the dialogue options that I have. So it's up to you. This game isn't really a hack and slasher, kind of like Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate. Which granted have a shitload of dialogue, but this game is virtually 85% dialogue. Let's face it. I've been reading for 19 fucking years and we're still playing it! Alright. Back to Mabeth. Look, bitch, get this off my arm. Are you done with the herbs you wanted? Now maybe you can get this damn bramble patch off my wrist.
That's so.
Beth glances at the barbs that surround your wrist.
If so, take it off then.
Creaking and snapping, the black barb branches unravel themselves from your wrist and form into a tangled ball of brush and twigs. Looks like the nest of a dead black snakes. Beth snorts.
Think into a pixel frame or some such, something more structure and less angles.
You concentrate and the branched ball creaks, the twigs bending and twisting until the branch has bent themselves into a small picture frame, 2 handspans on the side. Almost unconsciously, you imagine shape at the barbs, the back of the frame, so it can be hung from the wall easily. And as an afterthought, you move the remaining barb to the inside of the frame so it can be picked up by the edges. How's that? She stares at the frame for a moment, then cackles.
Square, enough it is. Good work, child, good work.
She picks up the frame, scrutinizes it.
This'll do nicely.
Is that all you wanted it for?
Aye, well, it is enough. Aye, but there's one such thing I forgot to tell you. Fetch what is left last time, and it'll take you back to the Merchant Square well. Look for the cloth seller, Gizcora. He's got some rags of mine that he's supposed to wash.
I'll be back. Alright, so we just got done returning the Gizcoro's watchcloth. And she sent us back out on another mission. Now we have to go talk with Kosajai back in the market. Yes, I know. It's getting a bit fucking ridiculous with the running back and forth. Cutting out bits and pieces of this just because it gets kind of fucking old with all the running around the city of Sigil, to be honest. Last time we went and met with Gizcoro, and now we're meeting with this other crazy bitch. Kosajai. The old woman gives you a gummy smile. Mabeth said you sell ink. She sent me to purchase some.
Ink? Nah, sir, I sells no ink. I sells just fish.
Are you sure? Mabeth, the midwife in Radpicker Square, mentioned you specifically.
Well, Kosajai was me, Dam's name, and my granddam's knows of any of us. Yet we're both in the dead book, so only Kosajai matters. No idea what she's on about. Midwife in Picker Square, you say? She thinks for a moment. Don't know her.
So you don't have any ink. Well, I can't say that's much of a surprise.
Now, hold on. Your midwife friend's not all wrong. I know how you can get ink. It may not be the ink you're looking for. The ink I'm thinking of bleeds from the gills of a Bogota fin.
It bleeds ink?
She frowns. Aye, this thing, the fish not for eating. It's got a horrible taste, scalds the tongue. You can ask Miriam. She pitches her fish sale down the street the southerly way. She might have one of them fish you need.
Come in, Basher. Look here, the finest Toledo blade.
Now we gotta find Miriam. Should be selling some shitty fish. Oh, these dumbass thugs, man. got any of my fun new spells yet? No. Oh well, just kill him. Alright, anyone else? Great teams!
Hello, sir.
She squitched you for a moment, trying to discern your identity.
Oh my!
No fish. I need a Brogota fin. Do you have one? Oh my god, now I need a tankard to carry the shit in. It's killing me.
See the shine on that? See the edge on it? I tell you what, Cutter, that'll do you your business.
Plates, jugs, cups. This must be the bitch. I'm looking for the cheapest one you have. She raises an eyebrow. She reaches into her crate. This one looks like it used on someone's skull. It'll do, thanks. Alright, so we got our cheap tankard. Now we will return south. No, sir, care to purchase something? Yeah, just give me my fucking ink, bitch. She nods and plucks a fish from her pole. It twitches as she grabs it, starts lashing out as she begins to twist it like a rag. She wrings it until bluish-black ichor begins to trickle from the fish's gills. When your tankard is almost full, she relaxes her grip and throws the twitching fist into a sack at her side. Thanks and farewell. Alrighty. This whole game is just fucking demented. It's like a role-playing version of The Harvester. Just kidding. Nothing is as bad as that fucking game. We'll see you next video, folks. Thanks for watching.